Today, I'm interviewing Benjamin Porter, and Benjamin will share his story and his expertise. So, welcome, Benjamin. Welcome to Stigma from
Thank you very much. I'm glad to be here, Nick. Thanks for having me.
So, to start, perhaps you could just tell in a few sentences, what you do and sort of how you help people.
What I do, I'm building as a business is helping people basically break their change from the 9 to 5.
Sure.
It's because to show people there's another way, because I didn't realize that. I obviously thought you had to work 9 to 5 and that's what you do, and then my dad did and my granddad did. So I'm hopefully getting the word out there that there is another option that my age people can do.
Sure. So, I mean, you tell your story in a lot of your channels about how you sort of started out as an electrician, and then you sort of changed to starting an online business. Why did you make that decision to make that change? And because it's obviously quite a different thing to do to be being an electrician to an online business.
Yeah.
What led to that change?
Well, the main reason is I've been working as an electrician for around 20 years.
Okay.
And I was pretty successful. I traveled the world doing electrics, and I earned a certain amount a year. I'd say 60 grand a year. And I went to get a mortgage, and I wanted quite a big mortgage for a big property. And they said, no, you don't earn enough. Well, hang about, I know I can pay it because I'm doing so well in my business, but they wouldn't give me it. So I thought, right, if I can't have that, I'm going to look for an alternative way to make more money so I can have a business to scale. Because originally I did find to people employ for me, but then that caused a lot more stress. And I was basically an electrician all the time. I didn't have a life. I was basically an electrician, and that's all I did. And it got stressful. So I thought, right, I'm going to sort of take a reset and start again from the bottom, which obviously I didn't anticipate the starting from the bottom to start with. I thought I was obviously thought it would be a lot easier than it was, but over time it's grown, and I'm a lot happier. Doing something different.
That's the main thing. And how did you where you sort of work as an electrician and then some saw an article or talk about working on an online business, or was it something how did it
well, originally, because I've obviously you do a search online, and I went into Amazon FBA.
Okay.
And started a business doing there. We're importing things from China and have an FBA business. And then I did Forex trading. And then through Forex trading and the Amazon business, I found out about affiliate marketing. And with affiliate marketing, you don't have to have products, and it's not really much of a, I don't want to say risk. The thing is, what I learned with affiliate marketing is you can't just go and do a job. You can't just wake up one day and go, hey, I'm going to be a Forex trader, because I did have success, but I also had losses. And the same with Amazon FBA. You can't say, well, I'm going to start a business online. I wasn't educated in how that all worked.
Sure.
But so then when I got into affiliate marketing, I got deeper and deeper and looked into it. And I was still working as an electrician as well, because the Forex and the Amazon FBA didn't allow me to be able to quit the job as an electrician.
Right.
So then I saw a lot more potential in affiliate marketing. So I was still working as an electrician, and then started diving deeper and deeper into affiliate marketing. And the thing is, with Amazon FBA and Forex, I lost interest. I suppose I could say I lost interest. But the affiliate marketing, the more and more I dived into it, the more interest I had. And I enjoyed it. I enjoyed learning about marketing. I enjoyed learning about you can promote a product and get a commission. So that was what attracted me to it.
Sure, that makes sense. I think the more you enjoy something, the more you get motivated. And I think that's the thing of whole 9 to 5, isn't it? If you're just doing a job and getting your wages and
well, originally though, like I say, when I left school, I enjoyed being an electrician, and it was great, and it was it was fun on site with all the lads. I enjoyed it, but then it didn't last forever.
If you did 20 years, you said, it's a long time. So
Yeah, I stuck out. Well, obviously, I worked for other companies, and eventually broke away and started my own company and things like that. So I did my time in the electrical trade, I'd say.
Sure. So with the you said about breaking the chains. I mean, what of a 9 to 5? Why do you think so many people want to break the chain for 9 to 5. I mean, so many people I think are now looking at online businesses, and obviously it's in many ways getting easier to start an online business. Why do you think there is this big movement to?
I think because people are realizing now with what happened last year, and well, maybe still happening now in a way, that people are realizing that they can live their life a bit more doing the things that they want to do, rather than have to be tied down and build someone else's empire as a 9 to 5. And obviously you start there. Like I've got 2 children now that work a 9 to 5 job in aspect where they work for somebody else, but it's a starting point. But if you can have something maybe like affiliate marketing or maybe a YouTube channel where you're building and progressing over time, then you won't have to turn up at 9 o'clock and you're home by 5 o'clock to work for somebody else. You can spend your days doing what you want to do. You can maybe walk the dog, or you can go on holiday, and then with an online business as well, you can work from anywhere in the world. And there's so many more benefits to it. And I suppose I see it a lot more now as I'm getting older, because these are the things that I want. I want a bit more time freedom. I want to spend time with my family. I want to go on holidays, and I want to not be able to worry about the stress of running a company as a 9 to 5 company, because it's quite a lot going on. Well, in my business there was.
Yeah, no, I can see that. So more flexibility over hours and lifestyle and your different priorities. I can relate to that. So you talk obviously about affiliate marketing is obviously what you've tried a few things, and this is what you're doing as your business model. Why do you think affiliate marketing is such a great area to work? I think you touched on a few things before, but you tried Forex, tried a few other things, and this is what why do you think this?
The affiliate marketing aspect of it is, I know there's a big stigma about, hey, the question I get asked all the time, why buy a product like a course to promote a course? What's the point in that? It's not really, don't look at it like that. The affiliate marketing model is worldwide. Like you could go be an affiliate marketer for Coca-Cola, you could be one for Ferrari, you could be one. Well, at the minute I've got a YouTube channel where for motocross, and I'm being an affiliate marketer for motocross kit. So you can make money like by monetizing it. It dives a lot deeper, and this is what I'm finding out eventually, that it's an aspect that's been around for ages. Affiliate marketing, it's just been used in so many different ways. So this is what attracted me to it a lot more. That hey, if I could do something I enjoy, like ride a motorbike, and then give people the information saying, look, this is where I bought this helmet from, and then they'll maybe go and purchase that helmet, and I'll make a commission. Well, that's quite a good way to earn money, I think.
I think probably it's a bit of like a lot of things, misunderstanding. People don't actually understand better what affiliate marketing is, because to some extent, what you should be doing with affiliate marketing is promoting a product service you genuinely believe in. So
definitely,
if you are like you say motocross, if you're promoting a motocross product, it should be something you say, well, look, I've
used this. I can say,
it's affiliate marketing. I'm doing affiliate marketing link, but I genuinely use this or like this. I know it, because then it's not. I think it's. It can be seen as sort of,
Well, I think it's got a lot of stigma around it, because there's a lot of people out there that sell the dream. Say, hey, you can make this amount of money the next day. And it's the same with crypto. And it's got a lot of stigma about it. People sell the dream. But I can guarantee you there's crypto millionaires. Well, I know for a fact there is. And there's affiliate marketing millionaires. So with anything so popular, there's a stigma around it. Of people that want to make a quick buck or try to make a quick buck. And that's where I fell into the trap, obviously, as well. So when I started out, we all sort of did. Thought, this would be great. But over time, learning that you do not become a millionaire overnight.
No,
even over 2 years, to be honest. So it doesn't work like that. There's a process, like any business.
Of course.
Like when I was an electrician, how did I learn to become an electrician? I didn't walk out of college and go, right, let me play with your electrics. You had to go to college and find out.
There's a process, definitely.
And
I mean, we'll talk about this a bit later, but if you want to do something well, you gotta learn. There's a process of learning, and it takes time.
You've got to start from the bottom in a way. When you're a little bit younger, you've got to start from the bottom. Like my children now, when they start off with an apprenticeship,
Sure.
You're starting from the bottom. But it's a bit of a tougher pill to swallow when you get older, that you think, hey, I should be earning this money, because you're maybe used to that money in your 9-to-5 job. But it's got to start from the bottom. You've got to start again. You've got to learn it all again. And it's on the online world, I think it's a completely different world in the way business works than it is offline.
Oh, definitely. No, definitely. No, I 100% agree. 100% agree. With someone said to me recently that, increasingly, with the economic market and challenges of everyone needs a side hustle. I can't remember who said that. Even if you've got a job, to make sure you've got enough money in life and for retirement, you need some sort of, or an extra income stream. With affiliate marketing, do you think it's something that works well as a dedicated business, so you could, like yourself, perhaps just work on affiliate marketing, but also it could work well as a side hustle around a job?
100%, definitely. A lot of people do it as a side hustle. I've interviewed people as well that are maybe doctors or vets that say, I'm not looking to break the chains to the 9-to-5. I enjoy what I do. They enjoy helping people, so that's good as well. What they do is just do a bit of an extra income. They're building something over time so they can maybe retire early or have a more comfortable life in the long run. And obviously they enjoy it as well. Like, they enjoy maybe people writing blogs, doing YouTube channels, doing podcasts, or talking to people and helping people in a way for another avenue of income.
And relating to that, so do you think it's important when you're doing affiliate marketing to choose a specific niche? Say, well, I'm going to do health products or motocross, or
definitely,
is that important to really choose?
Yeah, because I've seen a lot of people out there like that go out and go onto a popular website and say, right, I'm going to promote this product, and all they do is they know that they get a link for that product, but you know nothing about that product. So it's like if I come to you and say, hey, buy this Ferrari, and you're like, well, what does it drive like? What does it handle like? You want to know a lot of questions, and I'm like, I don't know. It's a Ferrari. You can't just sell like myself. I know nothing about Ferraris in respect. I've never driven one, so I cannot sell a Ferrari. You've got to know your product to be able to grow that know, like, and trust factor with the person that's going to purchase from you.
Sure. So you think there's an element of with this of choosing your niche and being an authority in that niche in a way,
but maybe, well, you in respect for myself, sort of thing, with knowing motorbikes, I know about that, and so if I can talk about that to people, or someone asks me a question on that, I could talk about it forever, to be honest. but then that's so then they sort of, you trust, and you become an authority in it. But if you ask me about how do you lose 10 pounds of weight, I've never done that, so I could probably lie, but for 100% someone will know you're lying, because if I say, hey, take this pill, they're like, no, have you took it? No, I did. I've never lost 10 pounds, so I cannot tell you to take this pill. And people are skeptical about that as well. People are a lot more skeptical these days, I think, especially with online things.
And like you say, I think people can tell. I think people can tell whether you're being genuine, whether part of it is that passion, but also whether you have the expertise and authority. I think people can tell.
It shines through.
That's
definitely
what people trust you and have that rapport if they believe you and be the same. With obviously, like anything, there's so many different areas that you need to get right when you do it. But just if someone's just looking to get started, they wanted to get started, is there any sort of tips for how to get started with
if I went back to the beginning, this is exactly what I do. I wouldn't, because if you get on like, say you click on a link and you get on a call with a marketer, they're trained and very good at selling a product, so they will get your credit. I'd probably ask you to get your credit card out and purchase things straight away. Don't do that. Don't have your credit card with you. Put it in the car, put it in the shed, put it out of the way. Do your research, because you don't want to, like, 2 months or 3 months within a week, find out that wasn't a good idea. I've sort of wasted, because if you invest maybe $500, and you think this is a bad idea and it's not working, you won't put the effort in. You won't try any harder. So if you look into it, maybe, well, you can't hide anything on Google these days. You can't hide anything on the internet. Google that person, do your research, look into it, look into the course, maybe talk to people that have had success with that product or with that sort of area before. So you can talk to people and it's just do your research, because I've done it myself. I've been sold things and got all excited and yay, and hang about, the bloke's gone now. I can't get hold of him. So you can't. So it is a big thing to just do your research and look into it, and reading. A massive thing that I've started doing in the past 2 or 3 years is reading books. Not necessarily just on affiliate marketing, but on how people have become successful and the determination they've got.
Sure.
It's just really interesting. It's a different aspect to me.
Yeah, I mean, so on that, things are always changing, technology and in the way we do marketing. Is that something important to you to continuously learn, keep up to date? And
definitely, for everything's forever evolving in the world. And I think that, well, maybe 5 or 6 years ago, you could have put an advert onto maybe Google and people would have purchased a product, but now people they want to know about it. They want to find out a little bit. They want to dive in. They want to maybe talk to someone, a bit more information about it. There are a lot more. Well, people don't just get the credit card out and buy these days. They want to look into it, and I think that's a good idea. So there's a lot of people out there that will just go, "Hey, stick this link out and buy this." Well, that's not working much anymore. It used to work, without a doubt, back in the day. That's why a lot of people still do teach that, but it doesn't work anymore. So you got to educate yourself in the new techniques and the new sort of strategies, how they work. Like that, people say that you wouldn't. Well, like yourself as well. Maybe if you've been to the shop and thought, right, I need this new hair dryer or something. You don't unless you're to go out looking for it. You don't buy it straight away. You do a bit of research on it and look into it, and then find out whether is it got good warranty. You'll buy it on like so many touch points.
It's true.
So this is what people do now, is sort of they've got groups on Facebook. So you get people into your group on Facebook and then talk to them and see, because you can't offer. If I offered you, would you like some makeup? You're like, well, no, I'm a geezer. Like, I don't wear makeup, so I don't need it. So you've got to know someone needs a product before you make them an offer.
I think things like that. There's cold sales where someone's it's almost like that extreme of selling to a stranger, cold calling. And then there's warm sales where you basically warmed them up. And I think really obviously it makes sense that to increase the chance of having a sale, you warm them up, and the way you do that is to build up a relationship. That's like you said, that they're part of your group on Facebook. You've given them some value. You give them these little touch points, and to build up that trust before.
To build that trust for them to be able to say, well, yeah, I do trust this guy, and this product I've seen the guy using this product, so it could be beneficial. So if I go and purchase this product, then Ben could help me navigate around it and use it as well. So that's a lot of time what happens. Like they'll purchase a product and say, right, how's it work? You're like, right, okay, you should have asked me this before you got it, but let's do it.
Sure. With affiliate marketing, looking at sort of the other side, so with affiliate marketing, obviously you can promote other people's products or services. Do you think affiliate marketing is also something that for most businesses, it's great or missed opportunity if they don't use affiliate marketing to promote their own business services? So, for example, if I sell health products and I don't use affiliate marketing, people to help, does that make sense? To help?
Definitely. I think it helps a lot of businesses, and that's what they're finding out now from what happened a few years ago, or maybe a year ago, that people were forced to go online. Like a lot of restaurants had to sort of go to Just Eat, I think it was in the UK, or Uber Eats, and they did all that. Well, if you've run a restaurant where it's been popular but no one's allowed in, you've got to turn to online. You didn't know nothing about online, so you need someone to come along to say, look, can you promote this for me? And let's be honest, no one does things for free. So you do it in a spec. Yep, you can promote this for you, but I'll get 10%. Hence affiliate marketing. And it's exactly how it works. And so many people do it. Like there's a storage, where I keep motorbikes, there's a storage container. And they send an email out saying, if you recommend someone, we'll give you a free £20 Amazon voucher. That's affiliate marketing as well.
It's actually true. I'd never thought of that with a whole Deliveroo and all that, but that is a way, because Deliveroo will promote the businesses they deliver and take a commission. So it's true.
Yeah, there's all different cuts. Like they're Uber, they haven't got any cars.
Yeah,
Netflix don't own a DVD.
It's true.
So this is
true.
the whole the modernisation of the world, and what we don't understand. Well, being an older generation like my dad, don't understand. Like he's not interested in it. But if he was, he could probably see the benefit in it and think, hang about, this is a good idea. Well, it is a good idea because the whole wide world are using things like that, but you don't realise it.
I mean, I wonder that, that's a way I think business is going, where it's less, where business is increasingly looking for opportunities to do partnerships or use affiliate marketing in all sort of ways of, rather than just that purely competing, but actually strategically, if you can collaborate or do some sort of partnership or some sort of cross brand marketing in that way, then I think that's the way it's increasingly going.
I think a lot of businesses, like I say, Ferrari or like bigger companies, they don't just go, you can be an affiliate for us. I don't think you can just sign up. That you've got to have a bit of background and experience and show that you can promote their product professionally, because you've got so many people out there that will just go, hey, and spam the link and tarnish their name. And with a brand like maybe Coca-Cola and things like that, they've built up such a good name with trainers as well. So many like trainer brands, they've built up such a good name over the years that you don't want to damage it.
Sure, of course.
Yeah.
Just saying, slightly different now. Just talking about your podcast. Firstly, why did you start your podcast, and also how do you choose the topics you talk about or the people you feature it? Do you have a set criteria, or is it just how do you sort of go about it?
I did have a set criteria, and it's evolving as it's going along. But the thing is, the reason why I did a podcast, because I went through this one course, and I've heard it from so many people. Document your journey, document what you're learning. So I'm not fantastic at writing. So I thought, well, I'm going to podcast it. So originally I started off just saying, like, today I've done this, I've learned about email lists, I've learned about funnels, and started doing that. And then someone listened to it and said, hey, we should talk about it. So one person, the first one, come on, and sort of we talked about affiliate marketing. And then I thought, well, I got some good ideas from this guy. Like I got a different opinion. It was from America. So I got a different opinion, and see how different people understand it. Like I don't know how to explain it. They understand different things. So then I thought, right, well, it's beneficial for me if I interview people on the podcast. I educate myself, and I educate other people as well. People are obviously finding it quite good to look into, to find how people are making a success of breaking the chains from the 9 to 5, to be honest, because there's not just people on there that are affiliate marketing. There's an Amazon FBA. There's so many different people to source, and I'm now aiming higher and higher, because at the beginning I was interviewing people that was maybe starting out, and because I wanted to know what people in the same position as me were doing, how were they being successful, and they were more than happy to come on and explain their journey. So now, as I progress, my guests are progressing. I haven't quite got any Hollywood superstars yet, but I'm going to try.
No. I mean, it sounds like you really enjoy doing it. Which
I'm a bit of a chatbot, you can tell.
Makes it easier. You talk about your story and your journey. How important is your sort of story or your journey? You look back on being an electrician and now where you are now, and obviously you share your story on your channels. How important is it, do you think, your story to be something that I think a lot of people do that, they share their brand story, and how important is it to you to in that sense?
Well, for me, it's to maybe help people understand the reason why I did it. I didn't just come along one day and wake up and say, right, I want to do affiliate marketing, this is different. There's a reason why, because definitely a lot of people say to me, why did you quit being an electrician?
Sure.
And I'll go into the detail of it, because it's not like a one simple answer saying, because electrician is a good trade, it is a good job. There's a lot of people out there making a good living, but I was making all it was my living. All I did was electrics. I was traveling all over, and it was it was stressful, and I do know people that still do it to this day, and they do say they are stressful. It's stressful working with customers and working with clients and keeping up with everyone else as well. Like, it's not just electrician, there's other trades, there's plumbers, there's gas fitters, and everything as well. You've got to keep everybody happy, because in a tradesman's world, to blame someone else is the best.
Yeah.
Like, there's a big thing about electricians don't clear up after themselves. Well, I did, but everyone's got their own little thing, I think, in any trade.
Sure. And what are your plans, looking ahead, for next few years? I know you obviously got your podcast, you've got a Facebook group, what's your big plan for your?
I've got a fantastic plan that I'm excited about, which I wanted to do. I was looking into do for a little while now, but I want to stand on stage and do speaks about the benefits to breaking the chain for your 9 to 5. You don't, or the thing is as well, I want to do it in schools. I want to let the children know, because I think there's 10 more children to 10 more adults that have made such a good living of not even having to have a 9 to 5 with YouTube, with NFTs, with crypto. I saw the other day, there's a 12-year-old lad made $400,000 on NFTs. Well, that blew my mind. Like, how come? And he was being interviewed by a big name in America, and it was just brilliant. And I thought, well done to that lad. Fantastic. So I want to let people know, because like my children as well, they don't know that there's an opportunity out there that you can have a more lucrative living, and you don't have to be tied down to this 9 to 5 thing. And if like a lot of people, if they want to be a lawyer, a nurse, a doctor, that's fine as well. It's not like you have to do something else. You have to do an online business. You got a choice. That's all. And this is my plan, to stand up on a stage and present it to people. I'm going to try schools first as well. I did try to go into theatres and maybe get the feel of it to stand on theatres. Sure. But they're all shut.
I mean, I think you're so right. With we know education is very much about learning, training you to the next level of education and learning the subjects, and the one criticism is there's sort of enough practical skills for jobs or for business. And I think, but a lot of people, like you say, will go into a job or career, but a lot of people, will go down the business entrepreneurial route.
Yeah.
So have you done any speaking on stage? Is this a totally new thing, or have you done a little bit?
No, the closest to speaking in front of a lot of people is a best man speech I did once, which was
that's always hard.
I did the speech, and then it was Fresh Prince.
Okay.
I did like a speech that I obviously just changed the words. And I was a bit nervous, but I thought, I can do this.
Got a little buzz out of it.
I got a little buzz. You get people patting you on the back and things. But I think I could do it. I had a friend that did spoke in about the books he'd read and his career.
Yeah.
And I used to go to watch him quite a lot, and it was quite inspiring in a way to think, hey, it's good because people listen. If they're like the people that go to see shows, they're interested in. That's why they've bought a ticket, or that's why they've turned up, because they don't just walk across in the park. And I did think about going to try and do a talk in maybe Hyde Park in London.
Okay.
Just to get more confident in front of people as well. They maybe do stutter a little bit and stuff, but to just get more confident in front of people, to be able to speak to the relevant people, to give the proper information. I haven't done any on stage yet, but I plan to.
I think things gone online in the last few years with sort of the COVID thing, but and obviously I think we're to an extent we're returning to the opportunities for live events. And without a doubt, speaking to people on stage in some sense is such a fantastic skill, because whether that's done on a big stage or in meetings or presentations or that face to face. What fantastic.
I think if I can go into a school with all these teenage kids looking at me thinking, what the hell are you on about? I think I'll be right in front of adults. This is my plan, to dive myself in the bottom, to get asked the questions, because kids these days, if they don't understand, they'll put around and say, excuse me, mate, what are you talking about?
I think if you can pull it off the kids, then you can do anything.
They're harsh.
Kids are hard audience, tough gig. But they say with public, speak on stage, and that a lot of it is starting with sort of telling your story, because that's what people connect with. If you've got a genuinely good, real story, and like you say, to give that why, then that's what people will connect people in. So
definitely,
tying back to what you said earlier. So with so many sort of channels, social media channels now, and ways of marketing and selling, how do you sort of focus your channels? Do you sort of just stick to the main ones in that way, sort of
Facebook, I just use sort of my Facebook profile, and then obviously I repurpose my content on my podcast on YouTube, and I've got a platform where I host my podcast as well, where it keeps it on there. But I don't try to do too much, because obviously if you're getting messages from every platform, it just gets a bit too much in a way. So try to take a step back and relax. And like Facebook's got reels, and it's any new thing that comes out, like TikTok came out, Facebook have brought something out that's similar to TikTok now. So then I feel that Facebook's got it all there.
Yeah,
and it isn't the most popular platform in my opinion.
No, definitely, it's one I use.
Everyone uses to engage with friends and family. Like I phone call people over in Australia. You get much better call just doing it over Facebook.
Yeah,
it's a better connection, which is funny, because I say to people all the time, don't ring me normally, ring me on Facebook, because it's a better connection. It's less delay.
Yeah, no, I kind of didn't. I knew you could do video calls, but I hadn't really used it on Facebook. And then someone called me the other day, and I thought, wow, actually, you can. It does pretty much everything is there. It does,
definitely. That's the thing. Some of these things that like our generation don't know how they work. But they give it to one of the kids. They're like, there we go.
I know. So
it'd be so good. I wish that every child would give something a go.
Yeah.
Like just online. Maybe a YouTube channel or podcasting or reading stories. I got 1,000 ideas that I'd do again if I was 12.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. I mean, it's quite frightening how tech savvy. I've got cousins who are like teenagers, and I mean, they're incredibly tech savvy.
They're just brilliant at it. Yeah, if you've got a problem, you can go, look, this doesn't work though. Oh yeah, okay. I don't know how that happened, but fantastic, you fixed it.
I think what you said earlier about talking to schools, I think that's kind of what in some ways the kids, the teenagers, they've got these tech skills, and they're really sort of tech savvy and social media and all and actual technology. And if they had that sort of inspiration from to how to use that as an entrepreneur in a business way,
exactly,
then when we're left school at whatever age, then they could sort of put the two together. I think that's
exactly, because like people might see it and think, right, I've got to be an influencer, I've got to talk to people about business, I've got to talk to people about boxing, I've got to talk to people about a trade. Not necessarily. I know a young girl that was 12 on there that talked to people about bows in your hair. She's a millionaire. I only knew that because my sister's little girl bought every single bow she bought out.
I think that's the thing, go back to that thing about specific niches. I think there's a saying, the riches and the niches, but there's always a market for something. And
there is.
I think I met someone at an event years ago, and he specialised in I think it's snails, something to do with people who eat snails. Obviously in France they eat very popular, but there's something to do, source go that. Very specialised, but I mean the whole market is quite large, as in around the world. But I never even knew.
But it's a delicacy as well. That's the thing. So if restaurants have something specialised for that, they're going to want it.
Yeah.
In these restaurants, they've got quite a lot of money to sort of invest in and say, well, this is specially for your sales. But this is a posh restaurant, so they will like it a lot more. Yeah, it's a great niche.
Yeah, that's it. You got to, I think find your passion, find your niche, and then find your
run with it. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Well, the thing is, even if you run with your first sort of passion or anything like that, it doesn't necessarily have to be right. That's my goal. That's where I'm aiming for, because it can venture off on the way. This is exactly the thing. I mean, you can see other opportunities and other avenues.
Well, that's it. I mean, again, you could have lots of. You can have lots of different niches. You can have lots of different, specific niches that way. you know, it's just that whole thing of avoiding trying to do everything to everyone. But you could, you know, you could, like your motocross, you could do your motocross, and then if you later developed an interest for, you know, doing it. Snooker, you could do, you know, both of those specifically. You know, so it's that sort of concept.
Yeah, it's just I think that like there's opportunities everywhere. I think it's just how you go with it. It's just I always go back to that bows in her hair, like how the hell? Because the thing is as well, like it's worldwide. This young girl was in America, and like there was a young girl in England buying every single bow, which was £10 a time or something. Like it's worldwide. You're not got a little shop in the town you live in, so you don't have. And I don't think there's much point these days because everyone buys things offline.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah.
So I mean, what? So firstly, hey, no, sorry. How can people contact you if they're interested in what you've been talking about?
Facebook group. Yeah, I've got my Facebook group. If you go onto my Facebook profile, you'll see a link that you can go straight to my Facebook group and find out there. But if you go onto my Facebook profile, Benjamin Poulter, shoot me a message or just ask any questions or engage with me there, and I'll be happy to have a talk because obviously you can tell I like talking.
I'll share your link below.
Okay, thanks.
I mean, and as sort of services, I mean, you know, just do you sort of offer sort of coaching to people around?
What I offer is a call to see exactly where they are, and then recommend products. Recommend, say, hey, you start here, or find out about this. Or a lot of people just want to ask questions to find out. Look, because sometimes there's so many people out there going, hey, check my Ferrari out, and these like nice girls in a Lamborghini. Well, I don't think people relate to that a lot much anymore. Yeah, fantastic, but I don't want young girls around me like they're my kids. I don't want young naked girls. I don't want a Ferrari because I can't fit the dog in it or a motorbike. So I need a transit van and a dog. So this is what I think I appeal to. Same tradesmen as myself, plumbers, electricians, and stuff. That's what I normally speak to a lot of people like that, saying, look, how do you do it? Like, where do I start? What do I do? So you sort of start back at the beginning, but maybe a lot of people might come along as well and say, look, I've been trying this for a little while, it's not working, and then we'll see where they're going wrong or what they're doing.
Sure.
There's a lot of people out there that thought, well, I'm going to go into affiliate marketing. I'll put on my Facebook profile how to make 10K in a month. Sure. So if you made 10K in a month, no? Well, how the hell are you going to teach people?
Yeah, no, I think it's. I often get intimidated. You know, when I'm looking into an area of business when I was starting out, and I would see, people who are top of their game, and they, like they seem to have everything and be earning ridiculous money, and it's and I think and they're saying learn from me, or and they think, well, that's it's so far removed, I can't really relate to it.
This is the thing, this is what I always think. I don't want to be that person because it's cringy, and I don't want to be that thing. So I don't want to do that, and I wouldn't relate to it. So I want to speak to people that relate to myself.
That's the thing. You're very down to earth, Benjamin, and I mean, I think genuinely, that's. It's easier to sort of relate to what you say, and from your story, and I think you from where you've been to where you are now, it's easier to sort of relate to you and
get a bit. Well, I find that a lot of people as well, they have a backstory of where maybe I was living on the streets. Things like, well, I haven't got any of that. I never lived on the streets. I was providing for myself and my family. And so I haven't got a backstory in that aspect. Sure. So I'll just tell the truth. To be honest.
Be authentic.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Then I can't slip up over the time when I tell the same story. I can't say, well, did I say I lived in that street in that city? No, because I didn't live in any city on the street. If I ever went visiting anywhere, I lived in a hotel. But
I think, that's the thing. I think it's better to have a more believable, relatable, authentic story than always this big dramatic story, which you think, is that really true?
Because I think the people that attract, like the people with the Ferraris and stuff, they say, hey, there's one guy out there that's got a helicopter that flies onto a landing pad and goes into his living room with shed loads of cash.
Yeah.
And then says, hey, do you want to make money today? And that attracts the kind of people that think, right, I'm going to make money today. Like, this is going to be brilliant. This is going to work. Instant, but in my opinion, it doesn't work like that. There's a lot more moving parts.
Sure. That's my last question for you then, relating to that. Like you said, realistically, you know, you don't make your millions overnight. You know, it does take hard work, planning, and do you, with the planning side, do you sort of are you very organized and plan in that way? And how much far do you sort of plan advance? Because obviously you do a lot of scheduling and posts. Are you someone
I'm a
who sort
geek
of
for that? Yeah. I try to, like, I give myself Monday to plan out, like, maybe what I'm going to do, how I'm going to post, because I like going off and doing my own things, like and maybe buying and selling bikes as well, just because I like to try to ride different bikes. So I do that as well, and then maybe picking the kids up from school or doing other things. And what was it, a little while ago now, I had my daughter doing her driving lessons. Half my time was sat in a car driving along with her. So that's why I could do that thing. I had the time to do that. So I try and schedule myself maybe only week by week at the minute, but I've got bigger plans for the future. Like if I think, right, I've got a presentation that I think I could do on stage, I will try as soon as I can to book a theatre. And
also it's commitment, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
When you've got something scheduled in that way,
exactly. You've got something to aim for. I like having something to aim for. That's the fun part. Like, there's another there's events as well. There's a lot of events going on. Like, we don't get a lot of these big events in the UK. No. But there's one in May that I'm hoping to go to as well.
Sure. Okay. Fantastic. Well, Benjamin, going to bring it to close.
Thank you.
It's in fact really enjoyable listening to you as well, and chatting to you. It's one of those things where I think I love your enthusiasm and your energy, and it's a great it's such a great subject. I think affiliate marketing. It's you hear it so much, but
I think it's a new era. People are coming out now, similar to myself. There's a new era of people coming out saying, "Hey, man, this is how it works. You've got to put the hard work in, and you don't have to buy a course, sell a course.